One of the most damaging parts of financial abuse is that it slowly convinces intelligent women they're incapable of surviving on their own. And by the time divorce enters the conversation, many women are so emotionally exhausted that they cannot even tell the difference between confusion and incompetence anymore. Because financial abuse is not always someone taking your money. Sometimes it's controlling the information, creating intimidation, making you afraid to ask questions, or slowly conditioning you to believe you can never make it without them. And I need women to understand this because I truly live this personally. I was married to my ex-husband for 38 months, and for 18 of those months, I was the only one working. I was earning all the money, but he controlled all of it. I could literally not spend $20 at Target without getting the third degree. And I remember one specific moment so clearly. I received a $5,000 bonus check at work, and that was huge because I was probably only making about 30 grand at the time. And I was allowed, and I'm going to say that in quotes, to spend $200 of it. And you know what I bought? You think you blew it on something fun. Nope, a pair of professional heels. Not a designer handbag, not jewelry, not a vacation, professional heels. Because I literally worn holes into my other pair. And I've been told no every time I ask to replace them. And I share that story because financial abuse can sound dramatic when people talk about it online. But when you're living inside of it, it often feels pretty subtle, confusing, and strangely very normal over time. And so you start minimizing it, explaining it away, questioning yourself. And you tell yourself, well, maybe they're just better with money. Maybe I'm just irresponsible. Maybe I should not spend that. Maybe I'm just overreacting. And meanwhile, your confidence slowly disappears. And it's not because you're weak. And it's not because you're unintelligent, but because control changes the way your nervous system functions over time. And this is why so many smart, capable women freeze financially during divorce. People from the outside will say things like, how did she not know? And why in the heck did she not leave sooner? Why didn't she just open her own account? And because they're looking at the situation logically. But financial abuse is psychological. It conditions you to doubt yourself, to fear making mistakes, to avoid conflict, to stop asking any kind of questions, to feel guilty about needing anything, and eventually to believe survival alone may not even be a possibility, even when you're the one earning the money.
Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Imagine having the power to control your financial destiny, no matter where you start. Welcome to the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform, where financial education is tailored to your unique journey. We cover everything you need, from basic budgeting and saving strategies to advanced investing and retirement planning. Learn at your own pace with lessons that match your level of experience. Whether you're a beginner or looking to enhance your financial knowledge, join our community of learners and benefit from shared insights and expert guidance. The Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform equips you with the skills and confidence to take charge of your financial future. Ready to master your finances? Enroll in our courses today at the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform. Start your path to financial independence now.
Visit us at fms.tips and fms.college for more information.
Hello and welcome to PBJ Mortgage, where your home ownership dreams become reality. Today, we want to share why choosing PBJ Mortgage is the right choice for your home financing needs. At PBJ Mortgage, we're built on a foundation of values that drive us every day. Our commitment to educate, empathize, and empower our clients sets us apart in the mortgage industry. Our clients are at the heart of everything we do, and their success stories speak volumes. With years of experience, our team possesses in-depth knowledge of the mortgage programs, ensuring you receive expert guidance and the best possible rates. We offer a diverse range of loan options to suit your unique needs, including conventional, FHA, VA, and more. No matter your situation, we've got a solution. At PBJ Mortgage, we pride ourselves on providing personalized service. Our dedicated loan officers are here to guide you every step of the way, making the process as smooth as making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We understand that time is of the essence, which is why we've streamlined our processes for efficiency, and convenience. Transparency and clear communication are paramount. You'll always know where you stand throughout your mortgage journey. Reach out to us today to set up a call to discover your options. If you're ready to make your home ownership dreams a reality, contact PBJ Mortgage today. Let us empower you during this exciting journey. Phone number 4-693-733-107 www.pbjteam.com. Visit our website or give us a call to get started. We look forward to helping you secure your future home. PBJ Mortgage, where home begins.
Thanks for your patience.
That was one of the most confusing parts for me personally, because I made most, if not all, of the money during a good chunk of my marriage. And still, I felt trapped financially. I felt terrified, completely incapable. And I truly felt like I could not make it out on the other side. And that is how powerful psychological conditioning can become. And sometimes the control is super loud. Sometimes it looks like monitoring spending consistently, demanding explanations for any purchase, restricting access to accounts, creating fear around any money conversation. But sometimes it's super subtle. Sometimes it's sarcasm when you ask financial questions, making you feel stupid for not understanding something, taking over every financial decision because it's just easier for them to handle it on their own. Creating the dynamic where asking questions feels unsafe. And eventually, many women just stop asking. And it's not because they don't care, because emotionally it becomes exhausting. And then divorce enters the picture. And suddenly, women are expected to understand mortgages, debt, credit, bank accounts, assets, taxes, housing options, refinancing, budgets, legal agreements, all while being completely emotionally burned out. And this is the part that I just really wish more people understood. When women freeze financially during divorce, it's not because they're incapable. It is often because their nervous system has been operating in a survival mode for years. Because fear impacts decision-making, and emotional exhaustion impacts concentration, and shame, it keeps them silent far longer than they should stay silent. I cannot tell you how many women I talk to who whisper things like, I really probably should already know this already. I really feel embarrassed asking this question. I think I just waited too long. I don't even know where to start. So I want to say this super clearly. Intelligence and conditioning are not the same thing. You can be successful, you can be educated, you can be high earning, completely capable, and still experience financial abuse. You can be incredibly intelligent and still feel frozen after years of emotional intimidation around money. Those things are not contradictory. And honestly, one of the biggest shifts starts happening the moment that a woman realizes, I'm not crazy. I am simply conditioned. And the realization changes everything. Because once you stop viewing yourself as being broken, you can finally start rebuilding confidence step by step. Not overnight and not perfectly, but steadily. And rebuilding usually does not start with giant decisions. It starts with small questions. What accounts exist? What debt exists? What income counts? What are my options with the house? What would I qualify for? What documents should I gather? Who do I need on my team? Because questions create clarity, and clarity starts reducing fear. And that's why I always tell women, you do not need to have your entire future figured out before asking for help. You just need to stop avoiding the information. And if you're at that stage right now where you know you need clarity, but you are just super overwhelmed, I created a free guide below that walks you through the key financial questions women should understand before and during divorce. Because information creates options, and options reduce panic. Now, I also want to talk about something else that does not get discussed enough. Women who experience financial abuse often become deeply afraid of making mistakes because every mistake used to come with criticism, some version of punishment, conflict, and of course, shame or other emotional consequences. So even small financial decisions can feel completely terrifying. And that fear follows women directly into the divorce. And suddenly they are terrified to talk to a mortgage expert, review documents, ask intelligent legal questions, negotiate, make housing decisions, spend money, or literally trust themselves at all. And this is why Having the right experts matter so incredibly much. You do not need people who shame you for what you do not know. You need people who educate you calmly. You need experts who understand that emotional overwhelmed people do not learn well under pressure. You need to feel support and feel safe, because the goal is not just understanding the numbers here. The goal is rebuilding trust in yourself. And that rebuilding happens slowly through action. One conversation, one question, one document, one decision at a time. Baby steps. I remember how impossible it felt imagining a life on the other side of my divorce. Would I even succeed? I truly wondered. There were moments I wondered if I would ever emotionally recover.